Hey guys, today we're going to do a full face of Charlotte Tilbury using one of her new lipsticks and comparing the light and medium bronzers. Stay tuned to see how it looks. Hey everybody, welcome back. Or if you're new to my channel, welcome. Today we're going to do a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. I actually have quite a few Charlotte Tilbury products. She's one of my favorite makeup brands, and I'm actually wearing her Airbrush Flawless Foundation right now. And one of the reasons I don't wear this foundation, I have it in 3 neutral. And although the shade is correct, the hue is right for my skin tone because the shade range is right because I'm pretty pale, it's too yellow. And I don't know if that comes across on screen, but you can kind of see with my neck is much more pink, much more cool undertoned, and my face has more of this yellow cast to it. So I've actually been thinking about purchasing her foundation again, but just getting it in a different shade. I don't know, it's a little too much coverage for me. I actually usually go for a lighter coverage. So, you know, I haven't purchased a different shade, but if you guys, you know, love the foundation and you can tell me like how it works for you, and maybe I'm just in the wrong shade, you know, maybe I'll go and check it out. Of course, I can't go to a store to check out shades, but I can look online and try to figure out what might be more cool toned. Okay, so I have the Airbrush Flawless Foundation on. I have the Magic Away Liquid Concealer on in one Fair, and I have a little bit of one of my favorite products, which is the contour one, the Easy Contour. This is, I'm trying to figure out, fair medium. That's what this looks like. And if you guys aren't familiar with this product, I'm sure you are, but basically it's got like this little fuzzy tip to it. And you just squeeze it and then put it on your face and either use your hands or a sponge or a brush to push it in, and it's an easy, very quick, amazing contour, and the shade is perfect for me. I also have the Beauty Light Wand in Spotlight. I've thought about getting the Pillow Talk. I've heard really good things. So if you guys out there have Pillow Talk, let me know if you think I'd like it. I think with my cool undertone it would work, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. So really what we're gonna do today is focus on some of her other products, including her bronzers, which I've done a review on, and I'll point that above. But I wanted to show you guys the light and the medium, and then I'm gonna go and do her new lipstick in Mrs. Kisses. I did not get the other shade, although I've seen the other 2 shades. I've seen on other content creators the Wedding Bells, which I really think I would like, but it looks very similar to Pillow Talk. Let me know, again, your thoughts. But I do have Pillow Talk, and I'm not sure if it's, not that it's not worth it, but I mean, if it's very similar, I probably won't go out and get it. So I'm gonna bring you in just a little bit closer. We'll do the full face. I'll do eyes. My eyelids are very sensitive right now. I've been doing a lot of videos. I've been reviewing the Tom Ford palettes, and even though I use, you know, excellent products and good quality products to take off my makeup and all those things, I suffer from a lot of allergies, and so my eyes are kind of sensitive. So I'm not gonna do an over-the-top look today, guys, on my eyes, but really we're here for the bronzer and the lips anyway, so I figured it was okay. Hopefully you'll forgive me. All right, so I'll bring you guys in and we'll get started. Okay, so I didn't want to bring you like too close, but let's go ahead and take a look at the different bronzers first. So as I said in my review, the light works really well for me, but it is very light, and a lot of you said you thought I could do the medium and that it would work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start with the medium. We'll see how this goes on one side of my face. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Excuse the grays, guys. I got my hair done 2 weeks ago, and it's like, I don't know if any of you have hair that grows super fast, but if you do, and you color it, you understand the problem. Yeah, that works really well. I think, in fact, that bronzed up my skin really nicely. It's definitely warmer toned than like the Terra, which is the Tom Ford that I usually use. I mean, actually I don't usually use it. I have a lot of different bronzers, Let me show it to you next to the light though, to show you the difference. Now, I'll be honest, I wish Charlotte Tilbury, Charlotte, if you're out there, you're not watching my channel, but if you ever were, I would love to see a shade in between these shades. So here's the light, here's the medium. I get it. You can't make, well, I guess you could, but it would be expensive to make, 10 shades of bronzer. But I think if there was a shade in between those shades, that would be my perfect shade, which I think actually is Terra. In fact, one moment, let's check out the Terra in comparison. I need a new Terra actually, like really badly. I have this little one. And it's not old, but you know what I mean, like, I need like a big one, and this one was for travel, and I'm not traveling. Okay, so here's the medium, here's the light, and here's the Terra. See how it's kind of like right in the middle? And the Terra is cooler. So I think, for me, the medium is really nice. I think it bronzes up my skin well. I think it looks good. I think I would use the medium in spring, summer, and then the light in the winter and fall when my skin's even paler. And I also think I would use the light year round for the days that I'm just like, I need a little bit. I'm not really trying to do a lot of makeup. Maybe I even have just like a tinted moisturizer on, and I want to throw on a little bit of bronze, like just to make myself look a little bit more alive. Trust me, there's mornings. We've all been there. And I think the light would be perfect. So overall, I think they're both great. I want to thank the guys out there who said, go ahead and get the medium, because I think it works well. Nothing against the light. I really like the light. And I said, as I did in my video, I think the light looks really nice. It's just, if you want something a little bit more intense, something a little bit more bronzy for the summer, you're gonna have to step up to the medium if you're my shade, or darker. If you're very, very pale, paler than me, the light's gonna be, the fair's gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, so it's medium and fair. So that's the interesting thing. One is fair, two is medium. So there's not really a light. There's a fair, and then there's a medium. So there's not really a light, which is probably what I would be if I were making my own palettes. If I was making my own bronzers. So if the Filmstar Bronze and Glow, I'm gonna use the highlighter from that today. And I wanted to show you guys the bronzer in that is very similar to the Terra. In fact, it's hard to tell the difference. This is Charlotte Tilbury, this is the Terra. So in the Filmstar Bronze and Glow, that's this. You guys have seen this before. This one's very old and dirty. I've had it forever. That shade, that bronzer is very, very much like the Terra, and actually one of my favorites. In fact, when I was traveling, this is what I took with me because it was just, it was easy. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this highlighter. One of my favorite highlighters. So I guess if you were to ask me my favorite bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury, I think it's still the Filmstar Bronze and Glow, because I like the cooler tone of it. If I was looking for something super light and like more of a daytime, I'm just trying to look alive kind of thing, then I would go with the light bronzer, her new one. And then I guess if I'm looking for like more of a summery kind of thing, if I'm looking to be bronzed up, I would go with the medium. So, there's something there for everybody, which is Charlotte Tilbury, because she's awesome. So let's put on, I'm gonna go into the Copper Charge palette, and I'm gonna do a really light wash. Like I said, my eyes are bugging me today. I don't know. I haven't been able to take my allergy shots, guys, so that could be it. It could just be that I've been doing a lot of makeup, like taking it off, putting it on kind of thing, which is not normally what you do. I mean, you know, if you're doing, I can really only film on the weekends, so I'm, you know, doing multiple looks all in one day. And so that means a lot of putting on and taking off makeup. And that's not, you know, a normal process for folks. And I think my eyes were just like, you know what? My eyelids, we're done. We don't want any more makeup. So yeah, my eyelids, the skin on my eyelids is very sensitive. The skin everywhere is very sensitive. If you've been to my channel before, you will know that I suffer from rosacea and I have very, very dry skin, and very sensitive skin. Like I said, I react to pretty much everything. And if you give me enough time, I will have an allergic reaction to something. So even like, you know, things with great ingredients, great products that I usually don't have a problem with, if I continually use them every single day and I'm wiping my eyes off, even though I'm extremely careful and gentle and I have gentle products, doesn't matter. Bad allergies. It is the way it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and put on the Copper Charge liner. This is the matte side of it. I have them in every shade but the maroon, and I love her liners. I think her liners are great. I've had Charlotte Tilbury liners forever. As soon as they were available to me and I could start buying them. The double-ended ones, these new ones, are some of my favorites. The super blue is gorgeous. Green Lights is gorgeous. Copper is gorgeous. I love them. I think they blend out well. I just think they look really, really nice. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with her Pillow Talk blush, which is one of my favorites. This is a new one, Cheek to Chic. And it's a new one because I used up the old one. And for me, it's just the perfect pop of color. I mean, I remember when everyone was making a huge deal about it at first, and everyone was like, oh, you have to get it. It's like the perfect color. And I was like, yeah, you know, it's blush. No, it's like the perfect color. And then she came out with other shades, like to deepen the shades for people who are deeper skin tone. So I haven't used those, but I'm sure they are beautiful as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and curl lashes, and then I will put on the Legendary Lashes mascara. All right, so mascara is on. Looks a little weird, the whole face without the lipstick, doesn't it? I've always said that, like, you can have your whole look down, but if you have a full face of makeup and you don't have any lipstick on, it's just a weird look. So at least to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the Mrs. Kisses. I did show you this in a video about what I was going to, my haul video, small haul video, about what I was going to be showing you guys. So I'm gonna put it on, and then I'm also gonna swatch it against a couple of other shades that I think might be a little bit similar, that are Charlotte Tilbury's. There we go. So a couple things I'd like to say about the shade in general. When I was looking at it, while I swatched these other shades, while I was looking at the different shades online, I was trying to figure out which shade to get, if I should get all three, etc., etc. And I decided on the Mrs. Kisses because it looked to me the warmest pink. And the reason I've started to go in that direction is I have found that for me, the shades, unless it's orange, the warmer pinks actually work better on me because they actually go more neutral. I think you'll see that it looks more neutral on me. So I'll bring you in a little bit so you can see it. So this is the shade. And you can also, of course, see the medium bronzer on my face very close up, and the Copper Charge on my eyes. So I think that the Mrs. Kisses actually goes not pink by any means, but certainly more towards a neutral pink on me. And I think it really works with my coloring, with my hair. The other shades, some of the pinkier shades, for me, go even more pink. And I think I mentioned this in a couple of my videos because my undertone is cool. And so when I wear something that's really pink, it goes too pink. Interestingly enough, that's why I have some problems with foundations, because I need a cool toned foundation, but it can't be so cool toned that it goes even pinker. So I always try to find, if I can, a foundation that's like cool to neutral, or neutral but leans a little bit pink, and that is so hard to find because I get it. I mean, it's a difficult hue range, whatever, to find, to make. And there's probably not that many of us because I have a cool toned skin tone, but my hair is warm. So, you know, it's a little bit difficult to match it correctly. But so let me show you, at least on me, how these shades show up. This is why YouTube is so great, because you can see the exact same products on so many different types of skin tones, age ranges, etc. And the same product will look totally different on different people. So let me show you 4 shades that I wanted to kind of compare with. So the first one is the Mrs. Kisses. So that's this one here. Then the second one is Pillow Talk, and I wanted to show you that because that's the most popular shade, and of course, you know, what I have on my cheeks and in my blush. Then there's Super Cindy, and then the last shade is Glowing Jen. And I would say of these shades, the Glowing Jen is the closest to the shade, but the Glowing Jen is in a different formula. The Glowing Jen, I believe, is in the Kissing formula. If I have that wrong, I will put it down below. But the shades are similar. Yeah, they're very similar actually. So I would say the Mrs. Kisses, at least for me, goes like Glowing Jen, whereas it looked to me like the Wedding Bells was more like Pillow Talk. The Super Cindy is kind of in between. It's a little bit more peachy, whereas this definitely has more of that warm peach, a little bit more. It certainly doesn't go orange on me, guys. I mean, you can see it. That is not orange. So I think it really does depend on your undertones and your skin tone. So I love it. I love the shade. The matte formula for Charlotte Tilbury for a person with dry skin is one of the few matte formulas I will wear. It's Charlotte Tilbury, Hermes, and Lisa Eldridge, and that's it. I don't wear any other matte formulas, at least not yet, because it's too drying, it's irritating, my lips get dry anyway, and I do not need more dryness on top of that. So these formulas, though, are not like that. They feel very comfortable. The Charlotte Tilbury ones all feel great. The Kissing formula and the matte formula, I love them both. And you know, anytime she comes out with new lipsticks, I always buy at least one. I will probably buy the Wedding Bells. I've heard from folks that it's something that would probably work on me. I do wear Pillow Talk. I usually wear Pillow Talk with a different liner. I don't usually wear Pillow Talk with the Pillow Talk liner. I usually wear it with either Love Trap or now the Pillow Talk, I think it's the second intensity because it's like a little warmer, a little darker, to take out some of this, like, you know, super pink on me. But again, it depends on the look. I guess if I was going with a really cool eye look, I might just do the Pillow Talk. So, you know, it depends. But anyway, so that is a full vase of Charlotte Tilbury. I love all of her products. There's been very few fails for me when it comes to Charlotte. In fact, I guess her foundation is the fail for me, because for me, the shade is just not right and it's a little bit too high coverage for me. I've heard about her Wonder Glow, and I actually have her Wonder Glow, like a sample of her Wonder Glow to see how I would like that. And I do love her Magic Away liquid concealer. The concealer is awesome. So, you know, like I said, there's not too many fails. The only thing I can think of right off the bat is the foundation. And I'm not sure that's the foundation's fault. That might be more my fault that I just have the wrong color. So, All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks so much for joining me. And like I said, if you have Charlotte Tilbury recommendations, like you think that you have a shade, that you have a similar skin tone and you think you have a shade suggestion for me, let me know. If you think the Wedding Bells would work really well on me, let me know. Because I think it's great that we have such a large community out there. I don't have to be the only one offering advice. I'm sure you all have some great suggestions and ideas, and I would love to hear from you. So again, thanks so much for joining me today, guys. As always, if you could subscribe, if you could share the channel, it does really make a huge difference. I know you hear it from us all the time. You must be annoyed by now for us always saying subscribe, subscribe. But for us as content creators, in order to grow and to continue our channels and offer these types of reviews, it's extremely important that people subscribe and watch our channels. So we really do appreciate it. And hopefully I'll be able to do something to give back to all of you soon when we hit another milestone. So thanks again. I'll see you again in another video really soon. Bye-bye.